So we are on day 17 of the Vendée Globe, and we can see now that there's a few interesting strategy options opening up for Boris Herman on board Sea Explorer Yacht Club de Monaco, and the rest of the fleet that's around him. So here we have Boris at the moment. He's in this eastern pack over here. He's just next to Yannick Besteven on board Matricock. And then over here in the west, we can see that Louis Berton, Hugo Boss, now that he's made his repairs, and Sam Davies on board Initiative Cure have all gone slightly further to the west. And we can have a little look at why they might be doing that. So at the moment, they're sailing in a very complicated weather system at the moment, very tricky, very light winds. And what it's made up of is this high pressure over here, and then there's a small low over here in the east. And what's effectively happening is this high pressure is moving across the fleet. This low pressure is going to disappear and head up this way somewhere and slowly disappear. But this high pressure is really going to dominate and move in across in front of the fleet. So if we can see that these boats here, these in the east, these in the west, like Initiative's Cure, are all trying to dive round behind the back of the high pressure. And if we skip forward 24 hours, we can see that that's exactly what's happening. So the high pressure has moved into the east, and these boats over here are trying to dive in and get into this northeasterly wind and start sailing round the bottom of the high pressure. For the boats over here, like Boris on Sea Explorer Yacht Club de Monaco, he's going to have to wait a little bit longer for the wind, but in doing so, he sailed a more direct course. The course is over here, so shorter course, and therefore he'll have to sail less miles overall. So interesting strategy for the two different groups, and we'll have to see how it opens out. But for now, here we have the satellite image of 1200 UTC today. So we've overlaid the pressure and the wind, and we can kind of start to identify some features. So you've got the low pressure over here. You can see that's kind of marked by the cloud there, and then you've also got the high pressure over here, which is nicely indicated by this bubble of cloud over here. So as this moves over this way, the fleet will be able to look at the sat images and kind of try and identify the features of where they think the high pressure might be moving exactly and when they think they might touch the wind. So it's been quite interesting to see. If we have a look at the routings, what that might mean. So as you can see, the routing is desperate for Boris to head south and try and get below this high pressure. Obviously it involves pointing 90 degrees away from the course along this bit and sailing in lighter winds. And as you can see, this gauge here is really the difference between the two boats. At the moment, the routing there is predicting that the boats over in the west Initiative's Cure will arrive will be sort of 6 hours ahead. Whether that actually happens, we'll have to see. But in the next few days, the fleet should be in really good Southern Ocean conditions.